Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is part 14 of my makeup collection series, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys all of my high-end luxury concealers. So let's get started with today's video, and before that, if you've not subscribed to my channel already, please do like and share my videos, and let's get started with today's video. And hello you guys, welcome back to part 14 of my makeup collection series. These are all of my high-end and luxury concealers. I have only 3 color correcting products, and the 3 of them you've seen quite a lot on my channel. This one is my MAC Select Moisture Cover Concealer, which I got in the shade NW30. If you've been watching my channel since the very beginning, you know this was the only color correcting product I used to use on my channel until I completely used it up. This one is completely gone. I just kept it to show you guys, and this one is going directly into the dustbin after this video. The formula on this concealer is absolutely beautiful. It has a hint of a peachy orangey undertone, and it did, you know, wonders for my under eyes when it came to color correcting, and I absolutely 100% love this concealer as a color correcting until date, and I'm definitely going to repurchase this once I run out of one of these concealers. Next up I have my Cover FX Correct Lick Orange Corrector. It is a stick color corrector. It comes like this, and again it's an orange color correcting stick, and just works like your regular color corrector. It's really nice and very creamy and very easy to use, and again a very beautiful product. Next up again I have the Sephora Collection Best Skin Ever Concealer in the shade 37. I bought a shade which was 2 or 3 shades darker than my skin and has a hint of peach in it, so it works perfectly as a color corrector. Again, a very nice, very creamy concealer, blends out like a dream, and it performs really nicely as a color corrector. And the formula on this is really nice. If you do not want to buy the darker shade, just buy your normal shade, and it will, you know, give you a beautiful coverage and looks stunning on the skin. Next up I have my Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. This is what it looks like. It is a really nice but a very full coverage concealer. The formula on this is a little bit drying as per my liking. It gives me a lot of creasing on my under eyes and looks really dry. However, if you're somebody with an oily skin, it is going to work beautifully for you. But just look at this thing, guys. I know my concealer is pretty old, but still when I was using, the doe foot just came off. I mean, how ridiculous is that? Packaging itself is really nice, but the doe foot was of really poor quality. It just came off as I was applying it. But all in all, this concealer is nice for somebody with a oily skin, but if you're somebody with a dry skin, this is going to make your under eyes look really dry. Another concealer that looks really drying on my under eyes is this one. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer in the shade 180. Again, a very full coverage one, but looks so drying on my under eyes. This again is a full coverage one, but it will, you know, crease so badly on my under eyes. It makes them look really bad unless I apply, you know, layers and layers of under eye cream or something to make it work. Again, if you're somebody with a oily skin, this might work for you, but for somebody with a dry skin, this is going to make your under eyes look really dry. Another concealer I'm not a fan of, this is my Benefit Boeing Industrial Strength Concealer. I have this one in the shade number 2. Now this is a pot concealer. It comes like this. You open it up, this is a pot, you rub your finger in it or your sponge or your brush. But again, the formula on this is really nice, but it's very tacky and very, you know, sticky on the under eyes. It will blend well, but it creases like anything. It creases so much on my under eyes. If you're somebody who has a lot of, you know, creasing on your under eyes, this is going to look really bad on you. I can use it as a spot corrector maybe, but it does not work well under your eyes. Rest, all of these concealers you've seen quite a lot on my channel, and I absolutely love in no particular order. Let's just get to discussing them. This one is my Marc Jacobs Accomplice Concealer in the shade medium 33. Now Marc Jacobs has discontinued their makeup brand, however they are relaunching. I read it online. This one is right now not available at the market, but I absolutely love this concealer. This is a stick concealer, as you can see, and it's quite a beautiful formula. I mean, you can use it even, you know, as a foundation when you're going for a no makeup look. You do not want to go in with a foundation, just apply a few dots of it all over your face and blend it out. It looks beautiful and very, you know, effortless on the skin. Blends out beautifully. The formula is really nice and creamy. You do not have to work hard to blend it out, and it looks absolutely beautiful on the skin. Next up I have the Cult classic. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I have mine in the shade light medium. I mean, it is a classic. I have been hearing about this concealer from literally everybody all around the world, and till date this is one of YouTube's most used, most raved about concealers, and it is for a good reason. It will give you full coverage. It's a heavy duty concealer in that matter, but still it does not look too heavy on the skin, or too drying on your under eyes, or too cakey. I mean, it blends out beautifully. You just need the tiniest amount of it when you're applying it on your under eyes, or even other problem areas, but it looks absolutely beautiful. It has a full coverage, but it still is very stretchable, very flexible on the skin. And I mean, it is a beautiful formula, and it is YouTube's most favorite concealer for a good reason, and I absolutely am a fan of this concealer till date. Next, another one of YouTube's favorite concealer, and one of my favorite as well. This is the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I have mine in the shade light beige. Again, a very nice, very full coverage concealer. You just need the tiniest amount of it on your under eyes and on your skin, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Blends out like a dream. You do not have to make an extra effort to blend it out. Just blends out flawlessly, and it looks absolutely stunning on the skin. And this is by far one of my absolute and one of my most used concealers as well. Next up, I have the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer in the shade 2.7N Coconut Flakes. Again, a really nice full coverage concealer, but again, a very beautiful formula. This is one of the only concealers that does not crease on me immediately. I mean, if I leave it unpowdered, it will definitely crease in some time, but this is one of the only concealers that does not start creasing as soon as I apply it. And again, a beautiful formula. Next up, another one of my absolutely favorite and one of my most used concealers. This is the Cover FX Power Play Concealer. I have mine in the shade N Medium 2. Again, a beautiful concealer. The doe foot on it is a really nice, unique one. It is a ball shaped kind of a doe foot applicator, and again, the formula on this is really nice. It will give you a nice medium to a buildable full coverage. You can definitely build it up, but the formula on this is really nice and creamy. You can blend it out with just your fingers or a brush or a sponge, and it will look absolutely flawless on the skin. This is one of my absolute favorites, one of my most used concealers in my collection, and I absolutely love it till date. Next up, another concealer that is loved and raved about on YouTube for such a long time now. This is the Dior Backstage Concealer. I have mine in the shade 3N. I mean, again, a beautiful concealer, perfect for just all skin types. It comes with a brushed applicator, and it's so easy to apply it, blend it out, and looks just effortless on the skin. Just looks like your skin, but better. It is not heavy, not cakey at all, and it will give you such a beautiful hydrating finish and looks just beautiful on the skin. Another one from Dior, I have their Dior Skin Forever Undercover Concealer in the shade 020. Again, a beautiful concealer, a little bit more full coverage than the Dior Backstage one, but again, a beautiful and a very effortless concealer. You can blend it out with just your fingers or a brush or a sponge, and it will look effortless on the skin. It will give you more of a fuller-ish coverage, but does not look heavy or cakey on your under eyes, and it's a beautiful formula and a stunning concealer. Next up, I have my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC30. This one is a little bit darker for me. I would have gone for a shade lighter if I had the choice, but again, a very beautiful concealer. It is a liquid concealer. It comes with a pump like this. It is a beautiful concealer, very hydrating, very creamy, blends out like a dream. It will give you more of a fuller-ish coverage. You can definitely tone it down with a lesser quantity if you want to, but you can definitely build it up as much as you want to, and it will look absolutely beautiful and very stunning on the skin. Next up, I have my Kiko Milano Skin Tone Concealer in the shade number 10. Again, a very beautiful concealer. It will give you more of a medium-ish coverage. You can definitely build it up a little bit, but looks very beautiful, just like your skin, but better. It's a very nice, very natural-looking concealer, and it will look just beautiful on your skin. And again, a very nice, very creamy, very healthy formula, and looks beautiful and very healthy on the skin. Next, another concealer that was raved about so much when it was first launched. This is the Clinique Even Better All Over Concealer Plus Eraser. I have mine in the shade B11 Ivory. It comes with a sponge on the top of it, which I have obviously never used, and I'm not going to use it either. But you can, if you're on the go, if you're in a cab or in your metro or something, and you can definitely, you know, use it on the go, and it will do a nice and decent job of just blending out your concealer. But again, this formula is absolutely beautiful. This is a little bit more of a fuller-ish coverage kind of a concealer. It can be a tad bit drying if you have very excruciatingly dry skin, but still, I mean, I just love the formula, and it looks beautiful on the skin nonetheless. Another brand from Clinique that has been my absolute favorite for the longest time. This is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Super Concealer. I have mine in the shade 18 medium. This again is a liquid concealer. It comes with a nozzle of its own. You can, you know, get it out and apply it with your brush or your sponge or your fingers, and it looks beautiful. Again, a very nice, very hydrating formula. It looks stunning on your under eyes, just like your skin but better. It performs beautifully. It will give you more of a medium-ish coverage. You can definitely build it up if you want to, but this is one of my absolute favorite concealers, you know, since the very starting of my channel, and till date I absolutely love, and you know, cannot recommend this formula enough to you guys. This one is my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Light Reflecting Self Setting Concealer. I have mine in the shade 21. Again, a very beautiful concealer. It will give you more of a medium to a fuller-ish coverage. Again, one of the only few concealers that does not crease on me. I have some very fine lines on my under eyes, and any concealer will, you know, just crease on my under eyes, but this is one of the few. This and the Huda Beauty, these are the two concealers that do not start to, you know, crease on my under eyes immediately as I apply them. Obviously, if I leave them on for quite some time, they will crease, but again, the formula is really nice, very beautiful, very blendable, blends out like a dream, and again, looks very nice and very healthy on your skin. Next up, I have my Lancome Tinted Doll Ultra Wear All Over Concealer in the shade Buff N. Again, one of my absolute favorite concealers. It comes with a huge doe foot applicator like this, and again, one of the most raved about concealers on the internet, and for a good reason. It will give you more of fuller-ish coverage, but it's very hydrating, very, you know, healthy looking on the skin. Does not look heavy at all or cakey at all, and just blends out flawlessly, effortlessly, and trust me, it's a beautiful, beautiful concealer. One of YouTube's most favorite, most loved concealers till date. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have mine in the shade Custard. This and this one from NARS, this is their Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This again I have in the shade Custard. Both of these concealers from NARS are so loved on YouTube till date. I mean, every YouTuber on the internet has these concealers, and they are absolutely beautiful. This one is a pot concealer, and this one is more of a fuller-ish coverage concealer, and this one is a regular creamy concealer. Both of these are absolutely beautiful. The formulas on them are totally different, but again, they are both absolutely beautiful and unique. They both look absolutely stunning on the skin, and trust me, these will work across all skin types, all skin tones, and trust me, you will not regret buying these concealers. They are absolutely beautiful. Next up, I have my Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer, which I have in the shade 6.5 medium. This is a very unique kind of a formula, because when you blend it out, it will look like it has some kind of a glitter in it because it glows, but if you look up close, there is no glitter or shimmer in it. I mean, the formula on this is really nice. It will give you a very beautiful glowy look to the skin. As the name suggests, it's a radiant concealer. It does make your skin look really nice and radiant, but again, a beautiful formula. It will give you a nice medium to a fuller coverage. You can definitely build it up. The formula on this is a little bit of a drier formula, I would say. I would have loved it even more if this was more of an emollient formula. You definitely have to prep your skin really well before you apply it, but nonetheless, it's a beautiful formula and looks absolutely stunning on the skin. Next up, I have my Armani Beauty Power Fabric Concealer in the shade number 5. Again, one of my absolute favorite, most beautiful concealers that I have ever worked with. It's a beautiful, very hydrating, very radiant formula. It will, give you more of a medium-ish coverage, and it looks just like your skin but better. It blends out like a dream, and it's a beautiful product. Next up I have again one of my absolute favorite concealers. This is the Chanel Leak Corrector Concealer in the shade B20. Again, a beautiful formula. I mean, a formula to die for. It will look so stunning on your under eyes. Look so nice, so natural, very healthy on the skin. Just blends out like a dream and just looks like your skin but better. And trust me, it is a beautiful formula. A very pricey one though, but if you want to invest in a really good high-end concealer, I would definitely suggest to check this one out, and trust me, you will not be disappointed. Another one of my favorite formulas, I mean, I have been saying this about a lot of these concealers that I've been talking about, but I absolutely love a good concealer, as you guys know. This one is the YSL All Hours Concealer in the shade 40 SC2. I mean, just look at that beautiful packaging, black and golden. What a classic. Again, the formula is really nice, very hydrating, very creamy, very beautiful, very blendable, and you can definitely build it up as well, and it looks just like a dream on your under eyes. It's a beautiful formula and a beautiful product, and trust me, you will not be disappointed. Again, a very pricey one, but again, a very good investment if you're looking for a good concealer to invest in. It's a beautiful one nonetheless. The last two concealers I have, this one is my Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Concealer in the shade L7. Again, a beautiful formula. The packaging on this is so heavy. It's a glass bottle, comes with a doe foot applicator. A very beautiful, very hydrating formula. Again, a very nice one to work with. It looks beautiful on your under eyes, blends out like a dream, and trust me, it's a dream to work with. A beautiful formula and looks stunning on your under eyes. And the last one I have is my Rare Beauty concealer in the shade 250W. Again, one of the most raved about concealers on YouTube, and for a good reason. It's a beautiful concealer. It will give you more of a fuller-ish coverage, but does not look heavy, cakey at all. Looks very stunning on your under eyes. Looks very healthy and very radiant and very, just like your skin but better. Does not look very drying on your under eyes. However, it is more of a drier formula, but still does not dry out your under eyes or make them look cakey or patchy. It's a beautiful concealer, and again, Selena Gomez just nailed this formula, and I absolutely 100% love this concealer from Rare Beauty. And well, that is it guys. These were all of my high-end luxury concealers. With this, we come to an end of part 14 of my makeup collection series, and that is it for today's video. And well, that is it guys. This was all about my high-end luxury concealers, and with this we come to an end of part 14 of my makeup collection series. I hope you guys enjoy watching my videos. If you do, please like and share my videos, and do subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.